Welcome to Investing with Ease. I'm so glad you're here. My name is Mandy Gatlin, and I wanted to go over what you can expect to learn from this course and also give you a little bit of background about index funds and why they're so easy to invest in. So, I got into investing back when I was in college and I knew nothing back then. And what ended up happening was I was going to college, I had just started a new business, and my dad at the time sat down with me and said, "Hey, you're making some money now from your business. What I would have done if I were you, if I were this age and I were you, was I would invest some of that money each month into the stock market." And I kind of looked at them like, yeah, that sounds interesting, but I'm a little bit scared, about the stock market. I don't really understand like how to trade and how to get in and get out and, all of that. And he was nodding his head like he totally understood. And he was learning at the time that he was sharing this information with me. And he said to me, "Well, there is something that you can invest in that's relatively safe and relatively easy, and it's called index funds." And I asked him what those were, and he told me. And he basically said it's like a collection of stocks, and they're all the higher performing stocks. So in an index fund, they create what's called the S&P 500 index, and it's 500 of the top stocks. And they create a fund to mimic and basically mimic that index, okay, that's on the stock market. So we're going to get into this in the course. I'm going to get into more details and really share what that is with you. But this was how I got introduced. Okay, it was through information being shared with me. And up to that point, I felt very overwhelmed. I was sifting through information, trying to learn on my own. And every time I tried to look at stocks, I just felt like it was another language. It felt hard to understand, and it felt very scary and overwhelming. And so, the reason that I created this course was to pass that knowledge on to you in a way that is simple so that you can take this information and apply it as you learn it. I want you to watch the videos. This is going to be step by step. And so, what I would love for you to do is watch the video and apply the information right away. Just go in and set up your account on that video, and then go in and automate your investment when you get to that video. So I want you to apply what you learn as you learn it. The reason for this is because if you don't, you're probably gonna get into your fears. You're probably going to wait. You're probably gonna deliberate. You're probably gonna think you don't have enough to start investing. And these are all things that I'm going to talk about in the course and share with you openly my story and things that I've learned through coaching others. And I really want to have you see that what this is about is just taking the steps. And you're going to get all of the information you're going to need, but it's going to be put in a way that it's easily digestible. And then also, I'm designing it so that this feels easy to you. Okay, so that it doesn't feel overwhelming. And at any point that you do feel stuck, if something comes up for you or if you do feel overwhelmed, please go to the Facebook group and reach out to the group. I'm in there all the time. I'm going to be checking in, and I will be answering questions as well as other people who are in the group. So if you are knowledgeable in this, and as you're learning, please go in and help others and share the information. So, what you're going to learn in this course, okay, what you can expect to learn is what index funds are, the basics of index funds and how they work. You're going to learn how to set up your own brokerage account. So you're going to be in control of your money. Okay, this isn't a course where I teach you to go run off and get a financial advisor. This is you taking your power back with your money and opening up your own account. Okay, so I'm going to take you through those steps. I'm going to show you also how to research and choose index funds that feel right for you. Okay, because they do all have different levels and degrees of risk tolerance, for you. And so that will be something that you will learn about. Okay, is how much risk do I want to take? And some of them are more safe than others, and you'll learn that in this course. So you'll get a feel for which ones you want to try out. Okay. In that process, you're also going to learn about reading a chart. So you'll be able to easily look at the chart for your fund and watch it. Now, the way that I've designed this course is that you're not necessarily trading in and out. Okay, this is about investing over the long term. This is about growing something for yourself and your family, creating generational wealth. Okay, and also building up something so that you have something for yourself if you do have a goal, let's say, of traveling the world someday or retiring early and living off of that money. In this course, we're going to identify that goal for yourself, and then we're going to figure out your number, your freedom number, so that you can do that. You can accomplish it. Okay. I'm a living, breathing example, and many people that I have helped have reached their goals. My goal for you is that you reach your goal fast and that you reach it faster than I did. It took me about 20 years to reach my goal of hitting at least $1 million. And I want you to reach that in a third of the time, if even less than that. So I'm going to give you some strategies in this course to help you get there faster as well. Okay, so that's where the fun comes in. We're also going to talk about automating. And what I mean by that is making this so that you don't have to do much in terms of looking at charts and knowing when to get in and knowing when to take it out and all of that. Okay, we're going to automate this so that you have money moving from your bank account into your investment, and it does it automatically for you. You won't have to touch any buttons. Once you do the first initial setup, you won't have to do anything more. It will just automatically move money for you, and it will get you into that index fund, and it will keep compounding. So you're going to learn all of this terminology as well, but I'm going to make it easy for you. We're going to take you through step by step, give you lots of worksheets and cheat sheets and lots of things that will help you, tools that will help you to feel more confident about investing. Also, I'm going to give you some apps that you can put on your phone, and you can monitor your investments right there on your phone. You have access to your money right there on your phone. But more importantly, these apps are designed to help you really get kind of a knowledge of the markets. And this is something that builds over time. And the reason that I would love for you to be looking at charts and learning about the market over time is so that you you start to feel more comfortable, have less fear about what's going on, and you just simply look at your account, look at the chart, and kind of get used to sitting in the energy of, okay, things are going on in the economy right now, but I'm still investing. Okay, so you're going to learn to kind of sit with being in that place of like, okay, the market's going up and it's going down and it's going up and it's going down. But generally, the nice thing about index funds is that over time, they go up. So that's going to be something that you're going to learn. You're going to get to see that on a chart in this course to help you feel more confident and comfortable with doing this. All right. So, the other tips that I have for you with this course are to not let your fears get the best of you. Really jump in. And when I say that, I mean take the video, watch the video, and then go right into applying the knowledge. Okay. Because if you think about this too much, you're probably not going to do it. But you were drawn to this course for a reason. And so I would say go ahead, trust yourself, and know that with time, you're going to learn more and you're going to feel more confident. This happened for me, it happens for everyone out there. Okay. If I told you I felt exactly the same way that you do right now, and I know that feeling. I remember going, I don't know if this is the right decision, especially since I have debt right now already. And I'm putting money into an investment at the same time. And then also thinking about like how much money that is. To me back then, $50 was a lot. I was living off of top ramen and Pop Tarts. I mean, like, you know, I didn't have very much money back then, and I was just basically like scraping by. $50 was a lot to me, and it felt almost like gambling also. But I will tell you that that $50 each month that I was putting in, it was definitely me building trust, and also me gaining confidence in this, in investing. And so I will tell you the same thing is start with a dollar amount that feels okay to you, that might feel a little bit outside of your comfort zone, and start there. And then just keep doing that month after month after month. Okay. And you will start to feel more confident. The other tip I have for you is to try not to get distracted when you're going through this course. So do your best to be really present with the videos, and also don't get sidetracked and lean into some other course or lean into some other work that you have or something like that. Really dive into the course and go through it as quickly as you can. That's probably the other biggest tip that I have for you is to try to get through this course completely as fast as you can. Okay? Because if you do, you'll just learn the information, you'll be done with it, you'll get all of your investments set up, and they'll all be automated and working for you. And if you allow yourself to get distracted, you're probably going to stop. You're probably going to stop and pause, and then maybe come back to the course because you're like, oh, there was that thing I was going to do, it was investing, but really try to apply the knowledge, get through it, and just go. All right. And I promise you'll be so proud of yourself, especially if, like, say, the end of the year comes and you've done this for, say, so many months on end, and you see the account starting to build. You'll feel so much better, so proud of yourself. All right. And the last thing that I will say is ask questions. Please ask questions. There's a Facebook group for you, and we are all there for you to support you. And if you have a question, definitely reach out and ask. Okay. Remember, this is financial education. okay? And in that group, even this is not financial advice. We don't do financial advice. I have to give that disclaimer over and over again in this course that this is just education. All right. And so it's for you to learn and to take it and to apply it for yourself. Now, I will be giving you my examples and things that I have done, right, from my perspective. But remember that you yourself, you're your own being. You have your own values, you have your own goals. And it's really important for you to tune into those values and those goals for yourself and to know what you need. Okay. So if you do come to the group, come with that knowing, right? That there are going to be people there who have their different values, their different goals, their different opinions. But always remember that it comes down to what you need for yourself, what you need to do. So the whole point behind this course is to make this easy for you. All right. And so I'm breaking it down the best that I can and the simplest way that I can and taking you through it step by step. I'm so excited that you're here and I can't wait for you to get going. I can't wait. All right. Thanks so much. And I'll see you in the course.